Hey everyone, I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for today's explainer. Look, today we are tackling a massive, honestly super exciting milestone in life, renting your very first home. It's this incredible moment of independence and new beginnings, right? But let's be totally real for a second, it can also be a deeply daunting process with just a mountain of decisions to make. So we're going to break down exactly how you can skip all that stress and step right into the comfort of your new life.
If you are looking at your upcoming move and feeling just a giant wave of anxiety, trust me, you are not alone. I mean, choosing the right neighborhood is hard enough, but then you start thinking about buying all the heavy furniture, organizing the move, and figuring out how on earth to get the utilities turned on before your first night in the dark. It's a lot to handle all at once. Okay, let's dive into this and unpack a solution that completely changes the game for first-time renters.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the real challenges of traditional renting. Second, the service department solution. Third, comparing the two head-to-head. Fourth, why Bashundhara RA is the ultimate location. And finally, we'll wrap up with some really smart renting tips.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, the renting challenge, specifically looking at hidden costs and hassles.
So traditional renting sounds pretty straightforward, right? That is until you actually get the keys to what is essentially an empty box. Suddenly, you're facing massive hidden time sinks and seriously stressful expenses. You have to spend weeks sourcing and buying heavy furniture. You're calling internet providers and waiting around all day for them to show up. You might even need to hire cleaners before you feel remotely comfortable unpacking. And then there's the whole headache of navigating the bureaucracy of setting up essential utilities. It is a huge drain on your time and wallet before you have even spent a single night there.
Let's move on to Section 2, the serviced solution, a much simpler way to live.
So, pivoting to a really awesome turnkey answer that just eliminates all those renting headaches, what exactly is the alternative? It's a fully furnished service department. The most important thing to grasp here is that it's a 100% move-in ready living solution. Everything is literally already in place. The furniture is there, the appliances are plugged in, the Wi-Fi is active, and essential amenities are ready and waiting before you even step foot inside. You just show up with your suitcase and you're ready to live.
Let's paint a picture of what this actually feels like. Imagine walking through the front door after a long day of traveling or working. The air conditioning is already humming, perfectly cooling a beautifully styled living room. You've got a super comfortable bedroom ready for a great night's sleep, and a fully equipped kitchen if you're in the mood to cook. That high-speed Wi-Fi? Blazing fast and ready for your laptop. Plus, you don't even have to worry about the chores, because regular housekeeping is included, and with 24-hour security, reception assistance, and backup power, you really do have total peace of mind.
All right, Section 3, traditional versus serviced. Let's compare our options.
And this brilliantly illustrates the real difference. When you look at a traditional apartment, furniture is a big fat no. Kitchen appliances, usually pretty limited. Wi-Fi and utilities are separate bills to manage. Housekeeping is definitely not included, and maintenance is entirely your responsibility. But look at the service department side. Furniture, yes. Appliances, fully equipped. Wi-Fi and utilities are often bundled right in, housekeeping is handled for you, and maintenance is managed entirely by the provider. It's undeniable. The convenience and value of managed living is just a completely different, elevated lifestyle.
Now, I know what you are probably thinking. Wait, aren't service departments way more expensive? Well, the crucial point here is how you're actually calculating your expenses. We need to shift the narrative away from just looking at monthly rent and look at your actual total cost of living. With traditional renting, your cost isn't just the rent check. It's rent, plus the thousands you drop on furniture, plus all those connection fees for utilities, plus the immense value of your own time. A fully furnished service department bundles multiple living expenses into one single predictable monthly payment. It makes budgeting a breeze and saves you a massive amount of time and effort.
Because of this unmatched convenience, these spaces are absolute game changers for a few specific groups. For students, it provides a really safe environment where you can focus 100% on your education rather than managing a messy household setup. For business professionals on work assignments, those flexible rental terms are a total lifesaver. Families relocating to a new city can settle down instantly while they take their time looking for permanent housing. And for medical travelers and expats, the hotel-style privacy and extended stay comfort make it feel like a true home away from home. Basically, anyone looking for peace of mind fits the bill perfectly.
Moving right along to Section 4, why Bashundhara R, the perfect location.
You know, choosing the right location is just as vital as choosing the apartment itself. and Bashundhara RA has rapidly become one of the most desirable, popular residential areas in the entire city. But why? Well, it masterfully combines top-notch modern infrastructure with a genuinely peaceful and secure environment. We're talking about a neighborhood known for its wide roads, highly reliable security, and beautifully landscaped surroundings. It's the kind of place where you can actually take a deep breath and feel totally secure walking around.
But hey, peace and quiet absolutely do not mean you're isolated. Actually, it's the exact opposite. This incredibly well-planned community offers unparalleled access to all your everyday necessities. Residents get exceptional connectivity to major shopping malls and supermarkets, international schools and universities, top-tier hospitals, fantastic restaurants and cafes, and even corporate offices and banks. So, whether you're commuting to work, heading to class, or just grabbing a coffee on the weekend, this neighborhood acts as the perfect, most convenient base imaginable.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 5, Smart Renting Tips for the First-Time Renter.
Okay, even with all the amazing conveniences of a serviced apartment, you still need to do a little due diligence. Let's move to and see how this builds your essential checklist before you sign anything. Step 1. Always inspect the condition of the furniture, the appliances, the AC, and the plumbing. Step 2. Test that internet connection. This is absolutely crucial if you work remotely or study online. Step 3. Explicitly ask and confirm exactly which utilities are included in the rent and get clear on that housekeeping schedule. Step 4. Carefully review every single clause in the rental agreement, especially focusing on payment terms, security deposits, and cancellation policies. Sticking to these steps guarantees you avoid any nasty surprises.
I think this quote perfectly reframes our entire conversation today. Stop stressing about furniture shopping and utility setup. Move into a ready-to-live home and focus on what matters. Look, your first rental experience is a huge life event. It should be exciting. It should be rewarding and fun, not some logistical nightmare full of hidden fees and endless chores. Seriously, why struggle with setting up an empty box when you can simply walk through the door and immediately start living your best life?
So if you are a first-time renter out there seeking comfort, simplicity, and absolute peace of mind for this exciting next chapter, it is time to take action. For quality, fully furnished serviced apartments right in the heart of Bashundhara RA, you need to reach out to REIT-Limited. They're experts at helping people find the exact right place during this transition. Give them a call today at +880-1711-993-377 or check out their available properties by visiting their website at hotels.com.bd. Don't let your first move overwhelm you. Make it the absolute best move you've ever made. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. As you prepare for this massive milestone, ask yourself one question. Do you want to spend your first week in a new home building furniture or building your new life? Happy renting, everyone.